So this is the culmination of significant effort and dedication by many people, both within the district, across multiple agencies, and certainly from Bauer and your subcontractors. Tremendous job getting this job done. In May 31st in 1889, a privately owned dam up in Jamestown, Pennsylvania failed. And this resulted in the nation's worst dam failure accident, with over 2,000 folks killed. And now on May 31st, our nation observes National Dam Safety Awareness, and the purpose is to encourage and promote individuals and communities to be aware and responsible for dam safety, and raising an understanding of the benefits that dams offer. While dam safety is a responsibility not only of the dam owner, which in this case we own Center Hill, the consequences are shared by everyone. You spoke about living just downstream, and certainly if we failed as the owner of this dam to ensure dam safety, we threaten lives and prosperity of everyone down below, and also the benefits that the dam yields on a daily basis, whether that's for recreation, flood control, or hydropower. And there are over 87,000 dams across the U.S., of which only 4% are owned by the federal government. The Corps of Engineers operates and maintains over 700, and many of these are the largest, most significant dams in the nation. Here in the Nashville district, we operate 10 dams in the Cumberland River system. These are multi-purpose dams which provide hydropower, navigation, recreation, water quality, and flood risk reduction benefits to the community and the region. The Center Hill Dam here on the Caney Fork and the Wolf Creek Dam, which is on the upper end of the Cumberland River, are by far the district's largest dams, both of them over 200 feet tall and holding a tremendous volume of water. The district has a very strong dam safety program where we routinely inspect the dams and acquire data, evaluate that data, and then take action when warranted. In the early 2000s, our dam safety team determined that the seepage witnessed underneath this dam, along with Wolf Creek, had reached a point where we needed to take some action. And both dams had been built in the 1940s and had no major work been conducted since then. And they were under similar design, which is similar rock foundation underneath. As many of our geologists in our team here in the district know all too well, the complexity of the karst limestone foundation underground, which had allowed for water to flow beneath the dam, which would then begin taking earth from the dam itself and pulling it down through the rock and out, weakening the dam, putting it in potential jeopardy. So, in 2005, the Center Hill Dam Rehabilitation Evaluation Study was completed to document the seepage history, identify the problematic trends, and establish what the risks were, and ultimately compare alternatives to address the issue. The plan then was followed in 2006 to include a foundation grouting contract and the barrier wall contract, which we're celebrating the completion of today. Funding was quickly appropriated by Congress, which is a rather remarkable task, and had provided every year all the funds we needed, which was also great because you could see the benefits of a fully funded project and how quickly it was able to be executed, kept on budget, and still within our time frames. We still have one big piece left here with the roller compacted concrete dam, but the project has been progressing very well. Deep foundation barrier walls are very complex projects to execute. Conceptually, they sound simple. Just drill a hole and fill it with concrete down 300 feet. But as we've found through the design process and the execution, it's a very challenging, complex project that very few contractors in the world are even capable of executing. And we're very fortunate to have Bauer Foundation bid on the project and were ultimately awarded the project, and they proved to be a world leader when it comes to drilling 300 feet shafts and filling it with concrete, creating a wall that very few others would be capable of doing. So, With the completion ceremony, it's a testimony to the engineering and the perseverance and the dedication both of the district team, many of which are sitting here in the audience today, as well as the engineers and the crew with Bauer that executed the work, as well as your subcontractors. I'd like to particularly recognize 3 individuals from the Corps office. First, Eric Gregoria. He's our Chief of Construction, who oversees all the construction within the district, as well as Bill DeBruin. Bill in the back. Tiny.
Tiny Bill.
And who saw this project all the way through execution here on the project site as our resident engineer. He was responsible for the administration and management of the contract, and a large team that was out here on site. But probably most significantly for this project is Linda Adcock. She was our project manager, who really went through the entire project and putting together from the initial scoping, managing it through all our engineers to get an engineering document put together that ultimately would go out for solicitation and award to Bauer, seeing it all the way through the end, and has done a fantastic job managing this project. Many late nights, regularly I'll leave the office at 6 o'clock or so, 2 hours after most folks have left. But Linda is still in her queue working away, chugging along to make sure yeah, she brings in cookies too. Very good. I think you made some of the cookies we're going to get here today too, right? And just done a phenomenal job. She's got one big piece left, which we're going to go out this fall with solicitation. But I greatly appreciate the sacrifice you made, Linda, on this project, as well as the rest of the team up there in engineering and 5th floor. You guys have done a tremendous amount of great work, and I thank you all for that. And you know, unfortunately, one of the negative aspects of a barrier wall project is when it's all said and done, you can't even tell it was done. You know, a lot of the stuff from projects we do, you know, you have a glorious dam or building or something left everybody can point to now, but we know that there's an amazing wall that's buried in the ground here that's going to make this dam safe for another 100 years. And to that, we are very grateful for Bauer and their hard work. I know at times was challenging as we were working through different issues and scratching our head to figure out how we get things solved. But we got to the finish line, and Alex, a lot of credit goes to you for that, and I really appreciate your... I know we're a demanding and challenging customer through the whole process, but we want to make sure that we get an amazing first-class wall, and one that everybody has complete and absolute confidence that it's going to do its mission, and I am absolutely confident that it will, and that a lot of credit to you every day, working your team, doing it safely and effectively, so I appreciate that. And with that, I thank you all for coming, and I think Alex is going to be next. Mike's going to introduce Alex.